Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jael, for those of you that may not know, and today we have a very exciting video because we are going to be playing around with some makeup as always, but this is going to be a shop of my stash video, which essentially means that I'm going to be taking a look at all of the products that I own in my collection and pulling out ones that maybe I haven't reached for in a while, or maybe ones that I haven't really shown on my channel, and we're going to just kind of be using the makeup that is already in our collections instead of going out and buying something new. I do have a couple products here that I will be kind of trying for the first time, but they're products that I already purchased but that maybe just arrived, or that I just haven't necessarily really gotten a chance to play with my collection. So we have a few of those, but overall it's relatively just stuff that I already owned, and I'm very excited to get my hands in all of it and play around. So if you guys are interested in seeing how that goes, please keep watching. So I am doing my brows on camera today, which never happens, as you guys know, except for it partially happened in my, the everyday quarantine makeup routine video. I'll have that linked somewhere up here if you guys did not see that already. I kind of showed you how I do my brows on days like that, but I'm going to be doing them today on camera. I'm going to definitely speed it up though, because y'all know I cannot be bothered. I'm going to be using this iconic London Sculpt and Boost eyebrow cushion. I actually am surprisingly in love with this. I haven't reached for it in a while because I've just been really using a lot of pomades lately, but I really like this product, so I'm going to be using this. And to help me kind of just get the sculpt correct, I have my NYX Microbrow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. It looks like this, and then you open up this little section here, and it has these two. They're a little messy because I have dipped into it and loved it very much. I'm definitely going to be picking up more of this when I run out, but it's really great. It just has product on the inside. It comes with this really fantastic brush that's really nicely angled and super easy to do your brows with. It makes your brows look very natural, so we're going to be using that today. I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to get started. I'm actually going to go ahead and apply some of my sunscreen. I want to make sure I have some SPF on my face because it's time for some more. I'm using this Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. I did mention that this is my favorite sunscreen back in my April favorites video when I showed you the one that I had been loving in the meantime while I could not get my hands on this. Supergoop Unseen sunscreen and SPF 40. It's fantastic. I love it. It is perfect if you are a person of color because it literally is unseen. It goes on clear and it does a great job of protecting everything. It works terrifically under makeup and it isn't oily. It has like a nice kind of almost matte finish to it without making it feel like your skin is being dried out. I really enjoy this. Alright, so our lids are primed. Now we can go ahead and dive on into the look. So for today's eyeshadow look, I wanted to pick up two palettes that I have in my collection and very much enjoy, but just have not been reaching for that much. And one is this Natasha Denona Mini Lila B palette, and the other one is this Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. This is like a smaller, more condensed version of her more popular, larger palette. So I really like this palette. I love the color story in here. It's very pretty. It's very different from really anything I have in my collection, save for the Natasha Denona palette. I feel like these two palettes really complement each other very nicely. This is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to lay down this color here, which is called Raisin from the Natasha Denona palette. Now taking the same exact brush in the same exact palette, I'm going to take this shade right here, Poison Berry, and I'm just going to lay this down kind of right in the center and blend on up. And now from the Celestial Thunder palette, on the same brush still, I'm going to pick up this shade Lucid Dream. It's a really pretty pinky shade. And we're going to place that on this kind of inner part of the eye. Alrighty guys, what I'm doing right now is just picking up a little bit of the P. Louise base, and I'm going to pat it right on the center of my lid just so that my shimmer shades that I'm about to put down have a little something to stick to kind of help them pop a little bit more. I'm picking up my Celestial Thunder palette, and I'm going in with this shade Black Matter. This is such a beautiful shade. It has like a bunch of different colors mixed in there. It's a shimmer with little bits of purple, little bits of pink. It's beautiful. And I am going to spray my brush because I do know from past experiences that this definitely shows up a lot better when the shadow is wet. Definitely did not intend to take it up this high. This is not a shape that I normally do on my eyes. But this is where we are right now, so this is what's happening. It's a little crazy, but I'm going to fix it. But first, I do want to add in my next shade. So I'm picking up the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm going to take this shade, which shade is this? Black Doll, no, just kidding, Blue Dahlia. This one, I will say the shimmer is a little bit more like naturally wet. I think that's what Natasha Denona is kind of known for, but I still feel like it works even better when you spray your brush. I'm going to pick up the same brush we took to lay everything down, and I'm going to go in with the shade Lucid Dream from the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette. I'm going to just pick up some of that, tap off the excess, and we're going to just start cleaning up the edges of where we just laid down. I'm going to mix this shade here, Raisin, with this shade, what's the name of that, Poison Berry. Alright guys, so the eyes are done for the most part. It looks a lot messier than I had originally envisioned and intended on, but you know what happens when you're playing with makeup and you're trying out some new techniques and stuff? Sometimes that happens. I don't love the blend here. I did not blend this very well, unfortunately. But I don't know that I'll be able to get it as blended as I want. It's just not really blending, and that's more my fault than anything, but that's fine. We're just gonna roll with it and keep it moving. So now I'm picking up this House Laboratories, or I was watching Kathleen Lights earlier and she was saying House Laboratories. This is Lady Gaga's brand, and I am just going to be using this liner to give myself a wing today. I've heard some good things about this liner overall. This is in the shade Punk. I believe it's just their, yeah, it's just their matte liner. Ooh, that came out nice. So we're gonna, let me try it out. I think it's supposed to be matte. Yes, matter than matte liquid eyeliner. You know what, I have to say, I know this wasn't everybody's favorite product to launch because they were expecting something a little bit like bigger for Lady Gaga's initial launch, but that was like the easiest wing I've ever done. And this is a really good eyeliner, and also the packaging, it's nice and weighted, which I like. It has a nice little weight to it, and I feel like that really adds into how you apply the liner because, I don't know, I feel like it helps with the control aspect. So I really like this liner so far. I'm going to be playing around with this much more. And it does dry down to a nice matte finish, which is awesome. So the product that I picked up that I'm like, I have not used this in so long, is this Becca Backlight. Oh no, sorry. This is the Becca First Light Filting Primer. And it's basically an instant complexion refresh. I used to love this all the time, especially in winter when I felt like my skin just looked so like dry and like there was just nothing happening. I needed my skin to just pick it up a little bit more. And I felt like, look at all the product that just burst out of this. Oh my god. All right, so before that exploded all over me, what I was saying is that this product is truly great to just make your skin appear a little bit more awake. Purple and color correcting helps with like sallowness and stuff. So if your skin is looking a little bit dull, it kind of helps to get rid of the dullness. And I really enjoyed it because I felt like if my skin was looking dull, especially in the morning times when I first woke up, I would just pop this on my face and I felt like I looked so much more alive and awake. And it was so subtle, but you can already see my skin just looks a little bit more glowier and healthier, and it's really nice. So I like this product a lot, and I don't know why I stopped reaching for it. So believe it or not, a few years ago, especially when I was working at Ulta, Becca Cosmetics was actually my favorite makeup company. I just loved how they always seemed to have something for darker skin tones. I loved the products they came out with. I loved like how everything looked and how beautiful it all was, the packaging, everything. And I was always able to find something that worked for me. And I used to use this all of the time. So I need to start checking for Becca more because it's still a makeup brand that I love. I just haven't used it as much as I should. And I don't know why, because Becca makes fantastic products, truly fantastic products. Something that I used to use a lot on my channel is the No Problem Primer from Touch in Sol. I love this. I would use this on camera, off camera. This is like one of my favorite primers. It's very pore filling, it's very smoothing, and it really does help your makeup last. I've used this on stage, under really hot stage lights and in like a very poorly air-conditioned dressing room filled with a lot of bodies, and we're all sweating and my makeup still stayed intact. All right, this is another Touch in Sol product. This is the Glassy, put it this way. This is the Glassy Skin Balm. This is a really fantastic primer that I rave about all the time. If you have dry skin, you will probably adore this because it just is so hydrating and it works so well under makeup and it makes your makeup look beautiful. It feels like you're putting a moisturizer on, and it does kind of really moisturize your skin, but it just makes makeup just look so beautiful on the skin. I don't even know how to explain it. You'll see. It's beautiful. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Sand. I don't believe this is one of the shades that Jackie Aina added. It could have been, I'm not sure, but I'm going to be using this one today. This is a good natural foundation if you can just find the right products to use with your skin. I have combination skin that can lean oily sometimes, so I am particular with my stuff, but I like this one. And to apply that, I'm going to be testing out this sponge that I actually picked up today. This is the Camo Concealer Sponge by e.l.f. I've heard so much about this. I know this is technically formulated to do like under eye concealing, but I just want to use it all over my face because I've heard that this is really good. And I've heard people saying that they actually like this more than the Beauty Blender, which is very high praise. And this sponge, I believe, was $5. I just realized I didn't put anything up here to protect like my edges, but oh well, we in this now. All right, I'm just going to start blending this out. We're gonna see what happens. It's nice and soft and nice and bouncy. I will say that from the jump, so I appreciate that. I don't like when the sponge is like too hard on your face. I don't know what it is about this sponge. It's such a weird shape, and I wouldn't think that I would like it, but I like it. So I have this Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It says it's waterproof, and this is in the shade, I believe it's Tan Warm. Yeah, I have a double here because this one is basically empty, but I wanted to use just the last little bit. I really, really, really love this concealer. I haven't reached for it in so long, and I bought backups right after using it for the first time because I loved it that much, but then I fell in love with some other ones. This is a really good concealer. I don't think it's necessarily full coverage, but I do think that it's definitely a buildable coverage. You can get it to where you need it to be. Put on quite a bit, and I probably could even go back in and just do a little bit more, which I think I will do right here, but it gives you pretty nice coverage and it looks nice. For powder to set my face, I'm going to be picking up this Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder. This used to be talked about all of the time, and I used to use this all the time, but I haven't reached for it in quite some time. I do know this powder is a little bit more on the matte side, but I remember it being very soft and not like being drying under the eye. So hopefully that memory rings true. It also is quite yellow, which I personally enjoy because I'm a golden baby, so I like to have a little bit more yellow to my powders. This is the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. If there's one that you guys really like, that you're like, girl, you should check it out, please let me know, because I would be open to finding another one to add to the collection, just that I can change it up a bit. But this one is just kind of like my tried and true all over the face powder. So I'm just using this to just lightly set everything else because we are in the warmer months now. I don't do this a lot in the winter months, but in the warmer months, I like to just go in and add a little bit of extra, you know, coverage and backup to the face. I was originally going to contour. Now I'm kind of like, do I need to? I don't really feel like contouring anymore, but I was originally going to. Instead, I'm actually going to be picking up the Sephora Matte Bronzer in the shade number 5 Mykonos. This is a modern bronzing powder with a creamy texture and buildable soft matte finish. It doesn't have a smell, and this is what it looks like when you pick it up. I thought it was going to be a little bit darker, but it looks a little light, so I'm a little nervous, but I think it'll be fine. Let's hope. It's either going to be a great bronzing shade or a fantastic contour shade. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. I am so bronzed right now. I have so much bronzer on my face, and I am not mad about it in the slightest. I love this. I'm in love. I literally am absolutely 110% in love. Go out, buy it if you want to. Don't buy it. I don't care. It's amazing. Okay, so for blush today, I wanted to pick up. I left them over there. Okay, I'm gonna go get my blush. I left them sitting over in the other part of my room. I'll be back. Which one do I want to do? Part of me wants to mix them, but a bigger part of me is telling me that the right choice would be to go with this one. So I think I'm just gonna go with this one. This is the Nars Orgasm Blush. I used to wear this all the time. This was my favorite blush for like 2 straight years. I kind of do want to add in the deeper shade, just a tinge of it. All right, so I'm picking up this NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush, and I'm taking the lightest amount. I'm not even double dipping. I'm taking the lightest amount, and then I'm tapping the excess on the back of I'm tapping the excess on the back of my hands, and then I'm just going on my cheeks, because I made the mistake the first time I used this of just going in all ham, and she looks crazy. What I actually want to do is, before I put on the lashes, I want to try and apply some gems, just because I've been super into like playing with gems. I bought these little artsy fartsy gems off of Amazon, and they're really pretty. I wore them, I believe I wore them on New Year's Eve, maybe I tried and it didn't work, I don't know, but I have these down here. They're very pretty, and I want to just see if it'll work, if I can make this work. Alright guys, so we are wrapping up. I actually kind of love how this turned out. It looks really pretty. Loving these gems, living my best gem life. Liner, I'm going to line my waterline. I'm going to pick up the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in the shade Paradise Purple. I have used this one that I just dropped before, so you guys have definitely seen it. Oh, and for lashes, these are definitely the most luxe lashes that I own. They're very dramatic. These are the Faux Mink Multi-Dimensional Lash from Lily Lashes. I think I just want to take this really pretty golden shade in the Natasha Denona palette. It's the shade Linen. I think I'm just going to pick that up and pop that in the corner. I think that's going to open up the eye just a bit and add to the look in a really beautiful way. And we can make that nice and big. Yeah, like that. That's perfect. I'm going to be trying out this lipstick from Appeal Cosmetics. This is the Appeal Ultra Creme liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Naked. I'm picking up this Laura Geller Pout Perfect lip liner in the shade Petal. I just kind of feel like this might be a little bit too like light and nude for this look, so I'm actually going to tone it down a teensy bit just because I don't think it's quite the right shade. I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton. I'm going to pop that on top because I feel like that's going to kind of give me more of the color I'm going for. I just feel like I need a slightly deeper nude for this look. I want to take a little bit of lip gloss just to go on top. This is going to be the Nars Velvet Lip Glide in Unlaced. So I'm going to pick up this Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit. I have never used this before, but I've had it in my collection for some time. It actually came in an Allure Beauty box that I have, so I probably would never have purchased this on my own. I'm glad that I have it because it's definitely something out of my comfort zone, and I want to play with these two really pretty purple shades right here. Okay. I don't know that I love it. I don't hate it. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight in the shade Molten Gold. Absolutely stunning. And I'm wiping off the excess product from that, and I'm just gonna kind of top this a little bit. I think that'll help me like it a little bit more. Yeah, that did actually help. I think I'm just such a golden person that icy things that don't have any warmth to them don't really speak to my soul. But this highlight is speaking volumes. Wow. This is definitely much more my vibe because it has the goldeny in it now. So I think if I mix it, okay, I can do this. I can do this if I mix it. And it's beaming. I never do a highlight this beaming. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone. But here we are. This is the completed look. This is the video. Forgot. All right, so don't forget to comment down below. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it all around so more people can join in and see what we did today. And also make sure to subscribe so that you join this beautiful community that we are building over here. I will see you all in my next video where we will be playing with even more wonderful makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Bye, my loves.
Say my name until the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last man falls. I don't need them anyway. When I'm with you, I have it all. Oh, I'll never let you slip away. Oh, and you don't have to be afraid.